Welcome to the Coding Problem series. In this video, we will tackle the combination sum-2 problem. This is a classic algorithmic challenge that tests your understanding of recursion and backtracking, specifically how to handle duplicate elements in your input. Let's define the goal. You are given a collection of candidate numbers and a target number. Your task is to find all unique combinations in the candidates where the numbers sum up to the target. There are two crucial rules here. First, each number in the candidates array may be used only once. Second, the final solution set must not contain duplicate combinations. Let's look at an example. Suppose our candidates are 10, 1, 2, 7, 6, 1, and 5, and our target is 8. The output should be these four lists you see on the screen. Notice that we have two ones in our input. This allows us to have a combination like 1, 1, 6. However, we cannot use the same physical one twice to make 1, 1, 6 if there was only a single 1 in the input. If you are familiar with combination sum-1, it is important to understand the difference. In the first version, elements are usually distinct, and you can reuse an element an unlimited number of times. In this second version, duplicates exist in the input, but you can only use each specific element at most once. This changes our decision tree from take same or move next to take once and move next. The real challenge here is avoiding duplicate combinations in the output. Consider an input like 1, 1, 2 with a target of 3. If we naively pick the first one and then the 2, we get the set 1, 2. If we then ignore the first one, pick the second one, and then the 2, we get another 1, 2. These are identical combinations, and our problem statement says we must avoid this. To solve this efficiently, we use a three-step strategy. First, we sort the candidates array. This places identical numbers next to each other, which is critical. Second, we use a standard backtracking depth-first search. Third, we implement a specific skipping logic. If the current number is the same as the previous one, and we are not at the start of our current loop iteration, we skip it. Here is the code logic for skipping. We loop through our candidates starting from an index variable. The condition checks if I is greater than start, and if the current candidate is equal to the previous one. If both are true, we continue, meaning we skip this iteration. This ensures we only use the first instance of a duplicate number at any given tree level. Let's visualize this. Imagine the root of our decision tree. We have two ones available. We pick the first one and go down the left branch to find combinations. When the recursion returns and we move to the next index, we encounter the second one. Since it is identical to the one we just processed at this level, we cross it out and skip it entirely. Regarding complexity, the time complexity is big O of 2 to the power of n in the worst case, as we are exploring subsequences. Sorting takes n log n, but the exponential search dominates. Space complexity is big O of n, primarily due to the recursion stack depth and the space needed to store the current path. To wrap up, remember these key points. Always sort your input first to group duplicates. Use backtracking to explore paths. Implement the specific skip logic inside your loop to handle duplicates efficiently. And finally, add your current path to the result when the target reduces to exactly 0.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.